Hello everyone, it's Becky and today is Tuesday, June 24th. Well, I'm back to using my phone. So that means I'm going to have to save the video at a lower resolution. Well, I can't even charge my iPad up enough for me to even copy it from my iPhone to my iPad. And look, we have that end and this end. This thing came out. I don't know if it can go back in there or not. But it broke off. So that was for the iPad to charge, so I had to move it to the living room. Okay, it's June 24th. I added some things in here. Swish them around. Odds of doing a letter with the fish are very great. I'm hoping not, but we will see. Closing my eyes and I dropped them all. A napkin. I got some new napkins. Let's see. And glitter. We're gonna do a napkin and glitter. Okay. Napkin and glitter it is. Let's see, are we ready to start over on our colors? I think so. Starting over. Green. Pink. Pink. Blue. On chapter 10 in my book. So, Margot, that's our hero of the story, the heroine of the story, aka Paige Nelson, has gotten out of the hospital. She's now moved in with the hero of the story, Marlon Campbell. So they are now living together, or it's starting where she has to stay with him per the doctor's orders to be released from the hospital. So it's still those couple of days where she has to stay with him. Okay, so they're both home from work. She runs her own company, although she has told Marlon that she is a numbers cruncher. She's a statistician, okay? She's a number cruncher for a company. She did not tell him that she runs the company, and it's like a biolab thing too, only she's doing it the proper way. They are, growing things in labs, figuring out how to make lab work for transplants and things, and genetic testing the proper way. And he's the district attorney in New York, in Manhattan, New York. He's in New York. He's the district attorney, but he's only told her that wait, did he tell her? Did I have him tell her that he's the district attorney? I forget whether I had him tell her he was, because she wasn't truthful, and I was going to make him not truthful, but I think I had him tell the truth. Anyway, So they're living. She's now in his apartment, and it's been a couple days. And so the next day after she moves in, he gets a phone call from his assistant, John, reminding him he's got this mayor's gala to go to. And he invites her to go with him. And she realizes she didn't have anything to wear. She doesn't have that kind of money or those, kind of clothes to go to this gala event. So Marlon takes her. What he still hasn't told her, though, is he's from a wealthy family. So even though he's got his own apartment in the city, he's from a wealthy family. And you know how they like to have arranged marriages and things. So we haven't met his family yet. I'm thinking I'm going to have that come in later in the story. But anyway, so they go clothes shopping at the mall. They go to the mall. Apparently there are malls in New York. So they go to the mall and go dress shopping and jewelry shopping. It takes him a while to get into the dress shop that she has went into to buy her dress, because he's over in the jewelry shop buying her an engagement ring, because these two already know they're in love with each other. They just haven't said it to each other, but they know they're in love with each other, okay? From the very first kiss, way back in the car 4.5 years ago, okay? So she's buying her dress, and he's over getting an engagement ring. So finally, after she gets her dress, he takes her to the jewelry shop, and she's looking at the jewelry and things up at the front of the store while he's in the back of the store. You got that package I had you get ready? Yes, sir, here it is. He tucks it away in his jacket pocket so she doesn't see, but he ends up buying her like a necklace and earrings to go with her dress. And before they leave, he also buys her like a Pandora bracelet with a charm, because he knows she likes to wear bracelets. So that's where we've left off, where they're busy just walking the mall and window shopping, and they have dinner and they go home and they go to sleep. And then, so I'm on like chapter 10, and this is where they're each going to go like the next day. She's going to go meet with her assistant and have lunch, and he's going to go meet with his assistant and have lunch and go over things. But I'm thinking, she's going to go to this high society dance, and he's going to introduce her to some people in like the high society, right? But there always has to be the other woman. This other woman. So this is where I'm going to have like the other woman come into the picture, and nothing's going to happen there. But then there's going to be a governor's ball later on, and this is where Marlon's planning on announcing his engagement to Margot. Only thing is, either somebody in Marlon's family or the governor or something, anyhow, they're going to announce an engagement. Maybe it's the girl's father, the other woman's father. Somebody's going to announce Marlon and the other woman are engaged, and that's going to crush Margot, okay? So we're going to have some conflicts going on there. But that's where I'm at with the story. Alright, so let me go find napkin and glitter, and we will do this page. Alright, I've rounded up some things, a few things. I want to use, I bought these at the flower shop when we went flower picking the other day. I'm probably the only person who would buy napkins at a flower shop. But I want to use this napkin with these flowers. And then I want to cut out, I want to use part of this napkin. I want to cut out I have an idea is what I'm trying to say. I have an idea. All right. I want to, this 1 ply or 2 ply. I think it's 2 ply. Hang on, let me check the label here. I don't know. Here, let's find out. We're gonna find out. Hey, stop it. You better stop. It was Emma. It's 2 ply. There. Now. Let's see if we can get this one to do it. There. I want these flowers. The flowers. We're going to put these flowers on our page. I'm gonna wait before I trim the bottom off. There. Next, I want to cut some of these stars out. Do I want to, or do I just want to put them on? I think I just want, let us just, hang on a second. I got a stencil over here. Yes. I'm just gonna cut some stars out. Give me a pencil. Hopefully I can see the pencil marks. That one's not very dark. Use the dark side of your pencil. No! No! Cut it over there. It cut. Wait, I think 3 might be enough. Let's do just 3. Okay. There for a moment. Let's cut our stars. I might take these napkins over to the clubhouse on Monday and we might use some of them. On our craft for Monday. Oh. Insert picture of our craft project here. Turned out pretty cute, I'm thinking. Or actually, I'll just show it to you here in a second. I'm going to modify mine. I'm going to put a hook on the back of it so I can hook it on my wall. There's another star. And actually, when we get done with this, we might do another craft. We might do the craft. I think we'll do that. Okay. Here is our craft project that we did yesterday. It is a canning the rim and the cap, and then we put this on it to make a little flower, a little yard ornament. How cute is this? But we'll make one of these this week, but I'm going to modify mine. I'm going to put a hook or something, string on mine. All right, let us get busy on our page. I got some watered down Mod Podge right here. Got a mess going on is what I got. Hang on. Let me see if I can get this off of here. Hang on a second. Cleaning up the lid. Come on, get off of there. Clean it up a little bit. Okay. Look, here's a big old gulp of it down here in the bottom. We're gonna get our page wet. Actually, the whole page is going to be wet by the time I'm done with it. We're going to I seen some lady put this on wax paper and do this, and I may do that. And it creates a, I don't know, like a faux rice paper or something. And I don't care if mine has wrinkles in it. It don't bother me none. Says the ex-perfectionist. I was thinking I was going to layer these on, but I don't think I've got any sanding paper. I'll just cut it off. All right, and then our stars. I'm gonna have to clean my desk off. We're having a 4th of July celebration on our page. Coming up next week. And then we're going to, when this gets dry, we're going to put the glitter on. There. Try and take some of this off on the edge over here. All right, I got my little hair thing here. Let's turn this on and dry this page. Actually, I'm going to turn the camera off. When I come back, we'll be done, okay? Okay, I think it's dry enough where I can trim the edges. It's still a little wet. And I can still trim a little bit. Alright, next we got to put our glitter on the page, and we are going to use silver. I'm looking for a piece of paper to use. Alright. We are going to do it on here. Alright, I got my little glue bottle. Got my glitter. I want to make like starbursts. I think I need my bigger pen. I need to put my glue down. That little pen is not big enough. Come on, glue. Here it goes. Okay, now let's get our glitter going. You know, we did we did the sun catcher art. I seen it on Facebook. I should have known. And I think it's way too much. I think it was supposed to have been like a small lid, like this deep. Well, we used a thing about that deep, and we poured glue into it. And we poured glue into it and put little rocks and things, little stepping stones. And it didn't set up. We thought a week would be enough time for it to set up. No, it was not. Let me see if I can pop the lid off of this. I don't think it's coming off of this. Hang on, let me try this other one. I'll find something to put this glitter into. Hang on, I got little things. I do. We'll put it in this little bitty jar. This little bitty square thing. But anyway, our sun catchers and our little stepping stones with the glue and the rocks did not come out at all. So I got them on my porch right now, trying to make them dry out so we can get them out of the silicone. All right, how do we want this one to be? Let's go around. We're gonna go around. Hang on, get your little booty right there. Okay. Which glitter was I using? This one? All right. Not done playing with the glitter. Let's put some red around this one. And I think we need a little blue on this one. Let's put some blue. 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 Just a little bit. Okay. There. We have glitter and napkins all over the place. I like it. Now I gotta clean up this glitter mess. Okay. Come here, glitter. I wonder if I have enough space in here. How cute is that glitter? How cute. Let's mix it up. It's overpowered by the red. There. Okay, let me clean up. Hold on, we got to put the stuff on the back, don't we? We got to put this on the back. Alright, there we have napkin and glitter. Let me take my picture and then I'll be right back. Okay, I can't use the wheel, so I'm just going to pick some numbers of the remaining numbers randomly of ones that I know. All right, here's 156. And we'll just see what we can find. Here's the 180. Okay. Here's a 23. A 42. No, wait, that's 92. 92. Here's the 138. And then tomorrow, yeah, there's still some numbers on here. Yeah, I see some numbers. Tomorrow should be our last day. So, all right, let me go find these and then we'll do this page. Okay, we have these girls with the different type of flowers. We have these different tarot cards. We have some frames. We have our little gingham patches, and then we have these little like index card type things. So I have this book. I was trying to make a different style of something and it didn't work, so we are going to be using these scraps. Yes, we are. I'm gonna put it right there. Right there. Now we're gonna glue this side. Glue in this side. I'm gonna find me that glue thing, Vanessa. I want to find that. That would be cool. A glue gun. For this type of glue. I'm gonna tear this. I'm only using part of it. We're going to stick them as we go. I don't know. Let's just layer some things on here, I'm guessing. Let's pull one out at random. I'm closing my eyes. This one, the Fool. And we'll make it upside down. No. I don't know what this cat is doing back there. Oh. All right, we're going to pull us a frame out at random. I'm thinking I need to cut it. Yep. I'm going to cut it. I'll put it like that. Yep. There. Then there we can cover up the word "the Fool." We don't have to see it. Let's do that. There. Okay. Next. Let's find one of these girls or something. I don't like that one. I'm thinking of maybe this one right here. We'll use that one. And how about I got some suns right here. Let's put this sun on there. All right, let's put these two on here. All right, I pulled her foot. I didn't get the sticky part. There. Look. This is going horribly wrong. Come on. Okay. Putting them there. I don't know where my glue paper is. All right, I gotta stay on the die cut. I'll put this right there. We're going to put this in there in the middle, like so. Then we're going to trim this up. All right, let's trim this excess. Okay, oh man, I buried my date in my book. I put the napkins all over the top of it. There's my glue paper. Okay. Okay. Where do we want to put our date? I'm going to put it down here. Down there. Alrighty, there we have our small. Alright, you guys, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, be safe. Don't let the world change your smile. Let your smile change the world. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.